Hello, good morning, student. So today we are going to start our first online class of this session 2020-21. Hope everybody is well and good. And myself Naresh Kumar Chaudhary, and I am taking your biology subject. And today's class we are going to start our first chapter, that is cell biology, and this is chapter number 6 in our chapter number 5 of our textbook of ninth class science. And this chapter we are going to start our structure of the cell, function of the cell, and different component of the cell. Okay, so here cell, the fundamental, structural and fundamental unit of life. Why? Reason, you listen everybody. Here cell is the fundamental and structural unit of life. See, structural means what? All living organisms are constitutes of cell. That's why it is called structural. And functional means the basic functions which are essential for survival are carried out by cell. So why it is called structural? Because all living organism consist of this cell structure, and rest. Why it is called functional unit? Because it perform all the essential functions which are necessary for the survival of the organism. That's why it is called structural and functional unit of life. Come to the next point. All living organisms, every cell has its own life, because multicellular organisms are made up of many number of cells, and unicellular organisms are made up of single cell. But each cell has its own life cycle. Own life means some cell have 20 days, some cell have 15 days, some cell have 1 week, some cell have many years also. So this all depend on the nature and the type of the cell. So for example, here listen everybody, RBC, that is 120 days, WBC, that's 2 to 3 days. You see that this is the life cycle, means RBC is a single cell and whose lifetime or lifespan is 120 days, means approximately 4 months or 3.5 months equal to. And WBCs, that is 2 to 3 days. So this depend on the nature and type of the cell. Next, all living organisms start as a life as a single. Very important point. Whether living organism is unicellular, whether living organism is multicellular, but all living organisms start their life with a single cell. This is, keep in mind everybody, because which single cell every organism start their life. So everybody keep in mind that single cell is zygote. Okay, if organisms are sexually reproducing, there's single cell from which every life begins, that is the zygote. Okay, and in case of asexual reproduction, there are different type of cells from which they begin their life. But keep in mind, whether the organism is unicellular, whether the organism is multicellular, all life start from a single cell. And one example I have given, in multicellular organisms, especially those organisms which are reproduced, whether it is a plant or whether it is an animal, reproduced through sexually, they first initiate their life by the zygote. Very important point. Next point, cell are so small, microscopic, but there are some exceptions also related to this. Some cells are macroscopic also, but mostly, generally we can say that cells are microscopic, that they cannot be seen with the naked eyes. Means microscopic means with the help of microscope we can see these cells. The cell was first discovered by Robert Hooke. This is the history of the cell. Means who first discovered the cell? Robert Hooke. Okay, in 1665 he examined a thin slice of cork. Here cork means dead bark of tree, that is cork. Under his microscope noted a small geometrical shapes which he named cells. Cells means small compartment. That is actually the cell. Okay, so in this slide we all understand about what is cell, why it is called structure and functional unit of life. Every organism start their life with a single cell, and the cell has its own life cycle, own life means some have 2-3 days, some have minutes also. For example, if we talk about the bacteria, which is a unicellular organism, his cell's life is only 20 minutes or 18 minutes. So this is depend on the type and nature of the cell and functioning of the cell. So it is vary from species to species. Here species to species means there are thousands of species. There is lots of diversity in our nature. So every diverse organism has its own way of life. That's why they have different structure and function. Next, microscope. Now it is in our NCERT given what is microscope. We will talk about this microscope. It is an instrument used to magnify the small object. Means ये device होता है, एक instrument होता है जो basically use किया जाता है to what? See the microscopic structure. Means those structures which cannot be seen by naked eyes. So we use this device or this instrument to see that objects. The first microscope constructed by Dutch scientist Antony Leeuwenhoek, or he was also the first scientist to first observe the living cell. Okay, this is point to be noted, beta. First, who observed the living cell? Leeuwenhoek first observed the living cell. There are two type of microscope. One is compound microscope, which we are usually using in our laboratories, biological laboratories. That is the compound microscope. When we begin our class, then I will definitely show you this type of microscope. And you also seen by in 8th standard by Sharda ma'am. Okay, next is electron microscope. This is the highly magnified microscope, or we can say that is the microscope in which we can also see the living cells also. But in compound microscope it is not easy to see the living cell, but in this the cell's living component also can see in microscope, and it is highly microscope, matlab high magnified, high definition microscope, means in which we can see a object which is smaller than the cell. Means inside the cell many cell organelles are there. We will go do these cell organelles after that, but let us to know about it. Inside the cell so many living structures are that cannot be absorbed by simple this compound microscope. So for that observing, if we want to see the mitochondria, we have to use electron microscope. So this is, we want to see the DNA, or what we say, we want to see the chromosome, then in that case we use to this high definition microscope, that is the electron microscope. Its working and functioning is totally complex. This is out of our standard right now. We will study further or higher classes how this work. Okay, next the cell theory. Okay, next part is that what is the cell theory. In the beginning, cell theory was given by two scientists, namely Theodor Schwann and Matthias Schilden. They gave two main postulates of the cell theory. Here postulate मतलब उन्होंने क्या ऐसी दो बातें कही थी, उन्होंने क्या ऐसे सेल के बारे में दो चीजें बताई थी. Postulates means मतलब उनकी क्या धारणा थी सेल के लिए, वो क्या सोचते थे, वो क्या समझते थे सेल को. That is means postulates. So they gave two main postulates of the cell theory. First postulate that all living organisms are composed of one or more cells. Means this is the first postulate. मतलब पहली उनकी जो जानकारी थी सेल के बारे में क्या समझते थे वो ये बताया कि all living organisms are made up of composed of one or more cells. ठीक है. And second postulate that cell was basic unit of life in all living things. Second point is what? Cell is the basic unit of life in all things. That is also heading of our chapter. This is, but later here this hand is giving some information to you, but later cell theory modified by Rudolf Virchow, that is called R. Virchow also, and he had one postulates that all cells arise from pre-existing cell. This is very important or star point. All cells arise from pre-existing cell. मतलब ये हुआ कि suppose this cell is there, but this cell came from pre-existing, मतलब इससे पहले भी कोई सेल रही होगी, उससे ये सेल आई है. तो मीन्स इस तरह से देखा जाए तो फर्स्ट सेल कैसे आई होगी. दिस इज द क्वेश्चन ऑफ एवोल्यूशन. वी विल स्टडी दिस इन द हायर क्लासेस, बट राइट नाउ यू कीप दिस पॉइंट इन माइंड. ऑल सेल्स अराइज फ्रॉम द प्री एग्जिस्टिंग सेल्स. सभी सेल्स प्री एग्जिस्टिंग सेल से अराइज होती हैं. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज सेल बाउंड्री. Okay, next is what? Cell boundary means cell की क्या क्या boundaries होती है. Means this, suppose this is a cell, okay, and this red color circle is representing the boundary of the cell. Okay, this red color circle is representing the boundary of the cell. Cell boundary, and the cell basically made up of three components. First is the cell boundary, second is the cytoplasm, third is the nucleus. So we will see one by one. Cell boundary basically is of two type. One is that cell wall, that is the dead part of the cell, and second one is that is the cell membrane, that is the living and also known by common name, that is the plasma membrane. Okay, this is not common name. Common name is cell membrane. Plasma membrane is the scientific term for the cell membrane. Plasma membrane. Okay, we will also go through the structure of this plasma membrane, but later. First we discuss what are the basic things in this chapter. Cytoplasm, then the cytoplasm, nucleus plus cytoplasm plus cell membrane togetherly known as protoplasm. इसे protoplasm भी बोला जाता है, लेकिन ये थोड़ा सा लेट पढ़ेंगे अपन. फिलहाल अभी यहाँ चलते हैं. Cytoplasm, that is consist of two things. One is jelly like fluid that we call cytosol, and another is the cell organelles. Another is what? Cell. These are the minute subcellular structures. What are cell organelles? Minute subcellular structures which are essential for the maintenance of the cell. मतलब देखा जाए तो एक मोबाइल जो होता है वो एक मोबाइल एक सेल को तो मान सकते हो, बट इनसाइड द मोबाइल माइक्रोचिप इज देयर, स्क्रीन इज देयर, बैटरी इज देयर, मेनी अदर थिंग्स आर देयर which are essential to run a mobile. Like this, cell is also a single compartment, but inside this compartment many things are present which run the cell in a definite way or in a definite direction or in definite pattern. That means cell organelles. Who are there? Cell organelles. मतलब the component, the subcellular component of the cell, and these are further classified. These cellular organisms are further classified. Cell organelles are further classified into single membrane structures, without membrane structures, and double membrane structures. Okay, first that is the single membrane, who are come under lysosomes, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, vacuoles. Okay, and for without membrane, two are there: centrioles, ribosomes, and for double membrane only two structures are there: plastids and mitochondria. This is the whole chapter we will cover in further classes. Okay, ये जो chapter है ये इसी पे based है. ये जो box बनाया मैंने, in this chapter we are going to study all these structures one by one in a definite way or indefinite pattern with diagrams and very hopeful, very nice explanation also I will do for you people. Okay, so again I am revising the class right now. First we studied what is cell. Cell is the fundamental structure function unit of life. Then we go through why it is called structural, because all living organisms are consist of, we are made up of this single basic unit, that's why it is called structural unit. And why it is called functional, because it is essential for the maintenance of the life, because it performs various functions like excretion, respiration, photosynthesis, and many other functions also are performed by the cell. That's why it is called functional unit of the life. And all living organisms are made up of single or more cells. This is depending on the type and nature of the cell. Every cell has its own life. अपनी life होती है उनकी, and microscopic होती है. Living some example for ostrich is a single cell but naked. A nerve cell also a naked cells, because they are also, nerve cell is also longest cell. They can also be seen by naked eyes. But it is not necessary कि we can universal truth, it is not universal truth मतलब सार्वभौमिक बात ये है कि all cells are microzoal. No, there are some exceptions to this also, that are expansions. First one example is nerve cell, which is longest and we can see by naked eyes up to 1 millimeter to 10 centimeter approximately size of this nerve cell, or 1 centimeter also we can consider. And last is who first discovered the cell? Robert Hooke discovered, and by simple microscope, and he called it what, named some geometrical shapes he seen in this microscope. What is microscope? Device hota hai which is used to see the what, microscopic structures. There are two type: compound electron, which is not part of our discussion. Then cell theory, very important, given by Sheldon and Swan. Initially there was two scientists, Sheldon and Swan. After that, one more scientist added the new point, that is all cells arise from the pre-existing cell. Then we discuss about the general constitution of the cell, ki how cell is formed. Cell boundary is basically cell is divisible into three parts: cell boundary, cytoplasm, and the nucleus. And the cell boundary is what? Cell wall and the cell membrane. Cytoplasm is fluid-like substance, and cell organelles, which further divided into single cell, without cell, and multicellular membrane, and double membrane. And here the last one is what? Nucleus. That is the main component of the cell. Okay, hope I think you understand. In next class we will go for the cell wall and other things.